Okay, so today my parents are very nice enough to bring a collection of PS2 games back for me. Now, some of them are scratched, some are quite badly marked, so I've had to give them a good clean down. But as you can see, there's a fair few, and yeah, this bundle came in at an auction for, I think it was £28. There's some interesting games in here. Some I've never played. I'm going to do Rayman Revolutions. I've got it hooked up to the OSSC, so that's going to be kind of cool. But as you can see, Battlefront 2, iToy. I don't have an iToy device, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them exactly. Burnout was one I wanted on the list. Devil May Cry was one. Pro Evolution Soccer. Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring is in there as well, which looks kind of cool, so I'm looking forward to that. Russia with Love, which I believe is the last ever Bond thing that Bond association thing that Sean Connery did apparently, so that'd be quite interesting to try it. And I've got, I think, 2 copies of that. I think Goblet of Fire, Nightfire I've never played, Driver 3, Two Towers I do remember playing that once, and Return of the King. As you can see, there's some. Not exactly, they're not any particular titles that are particularly massive value, but it's a hell of a collection. Putting aside the sports titles as well, obviously. Sons of Liberty, which is quite cool to have. I had that before. And just Snake Eater to pick up at some point. So, yeah. 28 quid. It's not really that bad considering. So I'm going to do a little video on Rayman Revolutions. Some have manuals, some do not, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what it is like with second-hand games. So yes, going to be quite a lot of content coming to the channel. So can't wait. So I went to a few auctions today, and as you can see, I picked up quite a few games. Now there are a lot of repeaters, like sports stuff, which I'll probably get shot of in some way or another. Not sure how yet. Some of the discs are a bit scratched up, and I'm quite curious about that one. These are about 28 quid each for the lots. So as you can see, some are smashed to shite, unfortunately. Some of the discs are not in good nick. But there are some interesting games here, especially. Time Crisis 2, for instance. Never played that. SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Again, a lot of sports stuff, but as I said, get rid of it. I'm quite curious about RoboCod as well. It's one I haven't ever played. I remember that from on Amiga and Sega Mega Drive, I think it was. So there's quite a lot here. PS3. There's a few interesting ones in there. Again, sports games, Resistance 2, Battlefield, Mafia. A lot of those Kinect games. The Last of Us, which I've been speaking to a few people on Twitter about that. People keep saying to play it. In really good nick. Funnily enough, the PS2 stuff, the discs seem to scratch a lot easier than the others. So there's a few that are damaged in here on the PS3 side, but generally, like, there's a lot of stuff that's in really good nick. Bioshock 2, I'm probably going to keep that. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts. So there's some really interesting stuff in these lots. Nothing like superly expensive, as far as I'm aware so far, but it's going to take me some time. As I said, quite a few duplicates, and then we move on to the one that I'm most interested in, original Xbox. Most of the Xbox games in here are in reasonably good condition. Turok, GP, as you can see, a few demo discs. I'm quite curious about Commando Strike Force, though. It's like a first-person shooter. Original Halo, Sonic Heroes, GTA. Fahrenheit, heard of it, never played it. WrestleMania 21, no idea what type of wrestling game it is. The one I'm quite interested in is Buffy, Defender. Sorry, point wrong. Defender, no idea what that is. The Hobbit, Crash Bandicoot, and one that actually, I don't think the game itself isn't that great from everything I've read, and that's Perfect Dark. But I've never seen this particular case. So it's probably not worth anything, but I've never seen this type of limited edition, I presume it's limited, Perfect Dark case. It's kind of a weird one. And it's a bonus DVD. No idea. It's weird. It's just a weird case. I've never seen anything like that before. £1, so it's probably not worth a lot, but interesting nonetheless. As you can see, Diablo 3, and there's a lot in here, I must say. I'm probably going to keep Resident Evil 3, Diablo 3, Final Fantasy. Not a big Final Fantasy fan, if I'm honest, but it's on like 2 or 3 discs, I think. So discs are in reasonably good condition. L.A. Noire. There's a copy of Mass Effect in there on one of those FIFA discs, ironically, as well. So there's that. Sadly, that one is a bit battered. I might be able to get it running, not really sure. But yeah, so for about 28 quid a lot, and not too bad. Bulletstorm, Halo ODST. There's a lot of these like dance games as well, like for Xbox Kinect and PlayStation Move. But yeah, it's not bad, considering it's not bad at all. There's some. One of my coolest ones is more FIFA. Is Space Marine was in here somewhere there. So that's quite cool. A couple of copies of Skyrim, Diablo 3. Why not? Good condition as well. With manual, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, a lot of the sports ones I'd probably just get rid of. Dead Island, never played Dead Island. What is that? Child of Eden, promotional copy. No idea. So there is quite a bit in here. There's a few like connectable games, like your Microsoft Kinect. So there's quite a lot. As I said, for some reason, the PS3 and the especially the PS3 stuff and some of the 360 stuff, doesn't seem to, and even the Xbox doesn't seem to scratch up, but PS2 scratches up really badly for some particular reason. And of course, I've also got these ones here as well. So yeah, so look out for the. I'll be probably posting these at some point. I got a lot of testing to do, see what works, what doesn't, and that one I'm interested in. As I said already, Zone of Enders, because I quite curious because it's a game from Kojima and it's not Metal Gear, so that should be quite an interesting one. And so I'll leave it there anyway, and see you in a bit.